UFC Fight Night Vettori vs. Dolidze 2 took place Saturday night. I'm going to go through my prediction and bet and recap. But just real quickly, I was completely wrong about this event. I thought this was going to be a real snoozer, but it was actually a lot more entertaining than I gave it credit for. 9 finishes, which is crazy. I mean, the first 2 ladies' fights on the night were finishes. And I knew right then and there that I was staying away from this event. I mean, you could probably tell from my prediction video that I wasn't going to take betting on this really serious. And I didn't. I mean, what did I put down? Like $40 in bets? I don't even think it was that much. But let's get into the prediction recap. The first match last night was the Dubin versus Carly Judice. Crispy getting the victory in round 1 with a knockout. Dubin was my choice and prediction, and I gotta be honest with you, last week when I was reviewing videos on these fighters, I probably spent all about maybe 2 minutes researching Dubin and Judice, and I paid the price going with the debutante. And what did I say about going with the people who are making their debuts off of the Contender Series? All 3 of them, I believe, tonight got L's, and I take my first L of the night. Crispy getting it done. We went on to whack Amanda Nunes versus Priscilla Cachoeira, and this young man over here, Nunes, let me down. Cachoeira catching Nunes with the uppercut and getting the win and the second performance of the night award. We moved on to Daniel Perez versus Andre Lima. Andre Lima was my prediction and my first correct prediction on the night. I knew I was in for a doozy when you go 0 for 2 to start off the event. And the third performance of the night goes to Andre Lima, wrapping up the submission in round 3. Perez, it wasn't as competitive as I thought it would be. We moved on to our third ladies fight on the night. It was Stephanie Luciano taking on Sam Page. Sam Hughes getting it done with a split decision. Sam Page was my prediction and my only winning bet on the night. We'll get to the bet and recap in just a few moments. We moved on to Carlos Vera just killing every damn parlay there was last night. I guarantee you, any full card parlay was destroyed last night, I guarantee you, because not many people had Vera winning this one over Musasa. Carlos Vera with the real nice timed head kick, and Musasa dropped. Vera just wrapped him up and got the submission win and a performance of the night award. Congrats to Carlos, you got the job done. And yeah, I went with that minus 8-1 favorite Musasa. But I tell you what, I think if that fight happened again, it would not have the same result. We moved on to Su Young Yu take on AJ Cunningham. Su Young Yu gets the unanimous decision. I thought this fight was kind of boring. Yu was my prediction. We moved on to Waldo Cortez Acosta taking on Superman Ryan Spann. Ryan was looking dangerous in round 1, but Cortez Acosta getting the second round knockout. A lot of finishes on this card, and I did not see that happening. How about Acosta after he gets the win and Douchebang goes up to give him the interview? He asks him a question and he says this.
Dana, 50G, 50G.
Salsa boy. Dana, 50G, 50G. Yo, had me rolling. I still don't like you, Acosta, but you did make me laugh last night. Or I should say Saturday night, because it's Monday morning already and me doing my recaps late again. We moved on to the main card. It was Sung Woo Choi taking on Kevin Vallejos. Kevin Vallejos getting the first round knockout. He was my prediction, an easy win. Just rocks Choi, and that's all she wrote. And then we had another parlay killer, Brenson Ribeiro, taking out the new can, DR Nergaze, who came in with a 10-0 record. Looked like they just pulled him off the street. Ribeiro made it look easy. Round 2 submission win. I still think you're a can. We moved on to Damon Blackshear taking on Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson looked extra sharp in that first round. I do have to say he was the one putting on the pressure. I had Damon Blackshear as my prediction. I also had a bet on him that I knew was a long shot, but he gets the predicted submission win, and that's what I should have went with. Instead, I'm thinking, he's just going to land on top of him, land a few elbows, and get a KO that he usually doesn't get, but that didn't happen. We moved on to Alex Hernandez and Kurt Holloway. Said it would be a good match. Unanimous decision given to Hernandez. There were some people saying that Holloway took it. Look, Holloway was my prediction, but ultimately you have to give credit to Hernandez for adjusting his game plan mid-fight. I think it was in round 2. He just decided that the ground game was the way to go, and Kurt was not defending those takedowns the way he should have, but it was close action, as you can see. If you look at the stats, Kurt Holloway, yeah, you're still my dude. I lose that prediction. We moved on to Chitty Bang Bang in the main event versus Dos Santos. Ejikwani was my prediction to win. He gets the second round knockout over Santos. He said, I don't even know what I hit him with, but yeah, you see that flurry of knees and punches. He threw about 4 or 5 combinations when that left or right knee hit him. He didn't even know which knee hit him, but he knew he had rocked him, and he gets the knockout. We move on to the main event. I had picked the meathead Marvin Vettori to get it done. However, Roman Dolidze gets the unanimous decision. Some controversy on this event. A lot of people in Vettori's corner feel like he won. I don't think the stats tell that story. Clearly, Roman did increase the volume in round 4 and 5, and you got to give him credit. He was pushing forward in this fight, I think, a lot more than Vettori was. Vettori, the meathead, gets the loss. Although I will say, if we're going back in the day, judging out here in Brooklyn, we looked at both fighters' faces. Yeah, Dolidze, you the one that went home with the eye jammy. All of us would have said Marvin won. But anyway, this is UFC judging. I think one of the judges actually scored every round for Dolidze. I could be wrong about that, but I wouldn't be surprised by that. And that just goes to show you let the judges decide your fate. Things like that might happen. I'm not saying that Dolidze, like this was a robbery in any way, shape, or form. I'm not. I do think Roman did win this match, but we all know what I'm talking about when it comes to UFC judging. Let's get into the betting recap. So for the official betting recap, I do a horrendous 7 out of 13. 7-6 record on the official predictions. It's dismal. And for the official bets, I actually put up the same thing I did last week. I go 1 for 4 on my official bets. And unlike last week, I was not profitable on this one at all. I mean, all of the bets, usually I would just throw up all the losing tickets on the screen right now, but what's the point? Let's just put up a trash can. because that's where they all went, with the exception being the only bet I win on the night, and it is my dog Sam Page, Sam Hughes, who came through for Cesar Leo, and the rest of y'all were trash. What can I say? It was a great event, actually. I was taking a dump on this event if you watch my prediction video, but we had 9 finishes, some crazy stat like 2 Kimuras, the first time we've seen that since 2014, whatever they said on the broadcast. And yeah, hopefully I can turn the tide next week when we have Leon Edwards taking on Sean Brady from the UK. And you know Leon's going to be bringing a bevy of groin kicks and eye pokes to that match. I mean, just look at Sean's face. I could already... Doesn't he look worried? Don't his eyes worry? They got like a worried look in them, don't they? You know them eyes are getting poked. Leon going to work next week. And I just want to say, here's a pro tip. Just from years of experience already. There are plenty of UK fighters on the card next week. And if you guys who are fighting these dudes let these fights in the hands of the judges, I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of happy Brits out there next week. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be around doing this prediction video for this upcoming event. This might have been the last time I actually do this. I'm starting to feel burned out from doing this. I have like props to all you YouTubers that put out content on a weekly basis, even some of you doing this on a daily basis. Yeah, even though my videos I wouldn't say are actually anything close to being high production, presentations here. But I could tell you this is a lot of work just making these fucking vids. And thanks to the person who left that comment on my last video. You know, they told me I'm getting these prediction videos out way too late, and they are 100% right, which would mean that I would have to start getting to work right now. Some of these predictors already have their predictions out for the event next week. But yeah, I don't know if I can keep up with this. Maybe I'm just gonna change the format, just start making short videos, so that way you guys are still getting my predictions. And maybe that's what I'll do, or maybe I won't do anything at all. Maybe you won't see me again for another 5 years. And that would be pretty sad if the last time I do this is for Vettori vs. Dolidze 2. And I just gotta say, I got that video clip wrong on the prediction video. So let me fix that for you. It was most definitely the bettors on Saturday night who got this kind of treatment.